Dear students, Namaste. I would like to welcome you to the virtual class of grade 9. Today, we are going to deal the listening exercise of unit 8. Dear students, at the beginning, I am going to show you a video. Please watch the video.
Let's learn traffic signs for road safety. Left hand curve. When you see this sign, it means that the road is going to curve on the left. Right hand curve. When you see this sign, it means that the road is going to curve on the right. Steep ascent. When you see the sign, it means that there is an uphill ahead. Steep descent. When you see the sign, it means that there is a downhill ahead. No horn sign. When you see the sign, it means that you are not supposed to honk, especially near a school or a hospital. Railway crossing. When you see the sign, it means that the vehicle has to stop for the train to cross. Narrow bridge. When you see the sign, it means that your vehicle is going to cross a narrow bridge ahead. Men at work. When you see the sign, it means that there is some maintenance or construction work going on ahead and you need to go slow.
Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions related to the video. Please try to answer them. Okay, dear students, have you ever seen any traffic signals when you travel from one place to another? Have you ever followed those signs? Please recall the moment that you followed those signs. Okay, I hope you have followed those signs, but can you tell me why should we follow the traffic signs? What might happen if we do not follow those signs? Can you say? Okay. Dear students, I know that you have followed those signs and you are well known that if we do not follow the traffic signs, we might meet an accident, or sometimes because of us, other people, drivers, pedestrians may get trouble. So we must always follow the traffic signs. Okay, dear students, after watching the video and after discussing these questions, you might have predicted what we are going to study today. Let me ask you again, what might be our lesson today? Just you guess, please. Share your guessing with a partner who is sitting nearby you. Did you guess? Okay. I hope you guessed. And now I'll show you a chart. Please look at the chart of different traffic signals, signs. Look here. You can see here 30 squares. Some of them are empty and some are occupied by the traffic signs. See there, the different traffic symbols there. It's there in your textbook, page number 94. So please, everybody, look at page number 94. See these symbols there. Did you see? Did you see the symbols in your exercise? Sorry, in your textbook? Okay. Now, please tell me, where do you generally see these symbols or signs? Do you see on the road? Or do you see in the hospital? Or where? Okay, dear students, just to guess where you might see these symbols. Okay, you might see these symbols sometimes near the school area, sometimes near the hospital, sometimes on the road, and many places where there are the movements of vehicles, you can see these symbols. Just you look at these symbols again and recall the moment. Which of them you have followed and which of them you have not seen it? Okay, have you seen all these symbols before? Okay, some of you might have seen and some of you might not have seen. Just recall these symbols if you have seen somewhere in the past. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some question related to these symbols. Okay. Look at the questions that I have pasted on the board. Look at the first question. What's there? What is the text about? Means, what is this chart about? And what might be the listening audio might be about? Just you guess what it might be about. Second question is, what is the speaker talking about? In the audio that you are going to listen, a speaker will be talking about something. Now predict what he might be talking about. Look at the third question. Can you give the meanings of the signs in the table above? So just you see these signs and think about their meanings. Are you following me? Are you doing the task? Okay, I expect you are doing. Now I think you have already predicted or guessed the answer for number 1. And certainly you must know that these symbols are related to traffic signs. So our lesson today is about traffic signs. That's good. Your prediction was right. Now see next. What is the speaker talking about? Can you say now? Have you guessed what he might be talking about? Okay. You might have guessed that the speaker is talking about these traffic signs. Your prediction is right. But later, when you listen to the audio, you might know what the speaker will talk about. Now see, can you give the meanings of the signs of the in the table above? You might have already seen those signs. Okay? So see here, you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 traffic signs there. And just you guess what the picture in the third square mean, what this picture in the fifth square mean, and in the ninth square. Similarly, see other pictures, other signs, what they symbolize, just to predict. Okay, I think you have predicted, but I'm not going to tell you what do these signs mean now. You thought for a while, and after listening the audio, you will learn what these symbols or signs mean. Now, can you guess what might be the audio file be about today? Can you predict the content in the audio? Okay, certainly it must be about the traffic signs. After seeing all these things, you might have guessed. But see the exercise in your textbook. Turn on page number 95. See there. Now you are going to listen to the audio, and you will listen the instructions of the speaker. And while listening to the instructions, you will be drawing the pictures as instructed by the speaker. Are you ready to listen the audio? I hope you are ready. So be ready with this book and a pencil that you need to draw the picture as instructed by the speaker here. Okay, you are going to listen to the audio for the first time. This time, you will not be doing the task. You just listen to the audio and be familiar with the instruction that the speaker is giving to you.
Grade 9, Unit 8. You'll hear a man giving instructions for drawing pictures.
Step 1. Start in the square above the sign No Parking. Step 2. Go left 2 squares, then down 2 squares. In this square, copy the picture given in the square below. Step 3. Go right 4 squares and copy the picture in the square on your left. Step 4. Go up 2 squares, then go left 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square above. Step 5. Go left 3 squares, then up 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your right. Step 6. Go down 2 squares, then right 3 squares. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your left.
I think you have become familiar with the task now. Now, this time, when I play the audio, you will be doing the task. That is, you will be drawing the pictures as suggested by the speaker in the audio. So, be ready now. I'm going to play the audio for the second time. Are you ready? Okay. Let's listen the audio then.
Grade 9, Unit 8. You'll hear a man giving instructions for drawing pictures.
Step 1. Start in the square above the sign No Parking. Step 2. Go left 2 squares, then down 2 squares. In this square, copy the picture given in the square below. Step 3. Go right 4 squares and copy the picture in the square on your left. Step 4. Go up 2 squares, then go left 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square above. Step 5. Go left 3 squares, then up 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your right. Step 6. Go down 2 squares, then right 3 squares. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your left.
Okay, students, could you do the task as suggested by the speaker? How many steps did the speaker tell you? Do you recall? Could you do all the tasks step by step as suggested by the speaker? If you have got the confusion, please hold the task and pay attention to the audio again, and I'll help you how should you draw the pictures. Please listen to the audio third time. Are you ready to listen? Okay. Here it goes then. Are you ready to listen now? I hope you are. So let's start the steps here. So listen to the audio and follow me.
Step 1. Start in the square above the sign No Parking.
So in the first step, you are going to start from number 10, because the audio says you to start from the square just above the sign of no parking. That means you have to start from the 10th square. Your beginning point will be this one. So everybody be ready with the beginning point.
Step 1. Start in the square above the sign No Parking.
Are you ready here? Now we go to the second step.
Step 2. Go left 2 squares, then down 2 squares. In this square, copy the picture given in the square below.
Go left 2 squares.
This square, copy the picture given in the square
Then go left 2 squares down. That means you go 2 squares left means you reach to number 8, and then 2 squares down means you reach to number 20. Now you have to copy the picture just in the square that is just below it. Means you have to copy the picture from the square 26. So copy this picture in this square, means in number 20 you copy the picture from number 26. I think you did it. Now let's listen to the third step. What's there?
Step 3. Go right 4 squares and copy the picture in the square on your left.
Okay, so you have to go 4 squares to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. And you are suggested to copy the picture in your left. Means you have to copy the picture from the square 23. So you copy the sign of music from 23 to 24. Now you are going to listen to the fourth step.
Step 4. Go up 2 squares, then go left 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square above.
Okay, so I think you got it. You go 2 square up, means you are at 24, you will go to 18 and then 12, 2 squares up. And then you will go 1 square to your left. That means you will reach to number 11. And then you will copy the picture just above, means you will copy the picture of number 5 in number 11. So copy this picture here in this square number 11. And I hope you are copying it. Now listen to the fifth step.
Step 5. Go left 3 squares, then up 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your right.
Okay, see, you are suggested to go 3 squares to the left. 1, 2, 3 squares means you will reach to number 8. Then you go 1 square up. That means you will reach to number 2. And you are instructed to copy the picture on your right. That means you have to copy the picture in the 3rd square. You will copy this picture to the square number 2. I think you did it. Okay, now listen to the last step.
Step 6. Go down 2 squares, then right 3 squares. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your left.
So you are instructed to go down 2 squares. Means you are at 2, go down to number 14. Then you go to 4 squares to the left. Sorry, to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means you reach to number 18. And now you are asked to copy the picture from number 17 to the square number 18. Now, after you have copied, you exchange your answers with your friend, with a partner. And, dear students, check your partner's answers, whether they have done correctly or not. For this, you will listen to the audio for the 4th time. Are you ready to listen? Okay, let's listen the audio.
Step 1. Start in the square above the sign No Parking. Step 2. Go left 2 squares, then down 2 squares. In this square, copy the picture given in the square below. Step 3. Go right 4 squares and copy the picture in the square on your left. Step 4. Go up 2 squares, then go left 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square above. Step 5. Go left 3 squares, then up 1 square. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your right. Step 6. Go down 2 squares, then right 3 squares. In this square, copy the picture in the square on your left.
Okay, dear students, you have already listened the audio for the 4th time. Now see how you should have done this exercise. Look at the screen there. Start from the sign just above the no parking sign. The sign no parking is at the 16th square, and above the sign no parking means it's at 10th square. From the 10th square you have to start. You can see the sign start there. And now, see, you have to go 2 squares to the left and then 2 squares down. That means you reach to number 20. And now you have to copy the picture that is just below it. Means the picture in the 26th square. So let's copy it. I think you have done this well. And again, you have to do the next step. And from here, from the 20th square, you have to go 4 square right. That means you will reach to the square 24. Then again, you are asked to copy the sign from 23 as it is copied there on the screen. Now you are at 24, number 24. Again, you have to copy more pictures, so you have to follow the instruction given there. You have to go 2 steps or 2 squares up, then 1 square to the left. See, you are at number 11 now, and you are asked to copy the picture just above it. Means you have to copy the picture from number 5. So you have to copy the picture in number 5 to the square number 11. So it's copied here. Now again, you have to follow the next step, and here you have to go 4 squares to the left. See there? Sorry, 3 squares to the left. 1, 2, 3 means you reach to number 8. Now, you have to go 1 square up. That means you reach to number 2. And now you have to copy the picture there from the 3rd square. And I hope you copied it. Again, you have to go 2 squares down from the 2nd square. 8, 14, 2 squares down. And then you have to go 4 squares right. See, you reach to number 18. And now you have to copy the picture in number 17 to the square number 18. In this way, you can see on the screen now, all the pictures are copied there. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed this activity. It demanded you to follow certain steps as instructed in the audio. Now, we are going to talk about what do these symbols mean. Let's see. Can you guess what does this mean? Okay, certainly you can guess it. Okay, you might have guessed that it's no harm. That's good. Now let's see the next picture. Can you guess what does this mean? Okay, I hope you have guessed it. And let's see what's it then. Okay, it's wild animals. And I hope your guess was right. Now let's see the next symbol. What does this symbolize? Okay, good. It symbolizes slippery roads. Slippery road. Very good. You can see there, slippery road. Look at the next symbol there, next sign there. Please guess, what does this symbolize? You might have used it. Most of you might be familiar with this. So certainly you will guess right here, and you must have guessed that it's zebra crossing. So it's zebra crossing from where we need to cross the roads. Otherwise we might get an accident. Look at next sign. You might have seen this sign when you travel. So what does this symbolize? Guess it? Okay, that's good. It's no parking. Very good. Now look at next symbol. Can you guess what does this mean? You might have seen this symbol. All right. It means no U-turn. Very good. You guessed well. Now look at the next symbol. Can you guess what's it? Okay. It says no entry. Now can you guess the next symbol? You might be familiar with this symbol. Okay, certainly you might have guessed the right one. It's music. Very good. See, it's music. Look at the next. You might have seen this symbol around your school area. So you are familiar with this. Predict it. What's it? Guess it. Okay, it indicates school area. Good. Now let's go to next symbol. Have you ever seen this symbol? And can you guess what does this symbolize, or what does this mean? Disable. You're right. So it's disable. Very good. You did well here. Now I hope that you have learned the meanings of all these symbols that are given in this exercise. Now I am going to give you a task. Okay, after learning a lot of traffic signs today, now you are going to draw some traffic signs yourself. Look here. Draw the following signs. Look at the first one. It's danger. So what might be the traffic sign of danger? You can take help from your friend or parents and draw it. Look at the second one, stop. What sign is used to say stop? You think and draw it. You can take help from your teachers, parents, or friends. Look at the third one, narrow bridge. Look at fourth one, men at work. And look at the last one, parking. So, dear students, please draw these pictures and show them to your teacher. Dear students, in today's lesson, we discussed about different traffic signs and what do they mean. You also learned to draw some traffic signs today. Thank you, students, for your wonderful participation today. We'll meet again with the next lesson next day. Thank you very much. Namaste. Bye-bye.